Oh, welcome to Not Another Couple's podcast. Here we are again in the morning. We've got a hat too. It's a hat day today.
I feel a bit hatty today.
We're wearing hats because
It's
our hair.
grotty out there.
When you have a horrible hair day, it's miserable.
Well, I'm not too worried about my hair, but I am too worried
Sometimes
about
you
my
are.
hair.
No, not too worried. Just sometimes you can be. It's
It can
okay.
be quite boofy
It's okay
to
to
shit.
think I'd like to have my hair looking nice. It's okay. It doesn't make you less of a man. It's okay.
Right.
Okay. We've got hats on anyway today. Today, it's miserable out there. If you're outside, it's grey. It is February. What's happened? I thought as soon as February started, it'd go boom.
It's definitely getting lighter, but it's, 5 degrees and horizontal rain all day.
So stay warm and dry, people, if you can.
Find something that brings a bit of mojo.
Bit of sunshine into your life, whatever that is.
Get a tattoo.
Okay. Of a sun or just generally?
Yeah, just get a tattoo.
Today's, we have to talk about it because it's so everywhere. It's not a very cheery subject though, so we're trying to make it slightly more cheery. There's all the Epstein files stuff that's going on.
When does
in
it
the
become,
world.
instead of a story, become a file? Is it because it's got so much stuff you have to have a file?
Do you know how many pages there are? 3 million pages of people, of article, or people that have obviously submitted claims, have evidence.
Oh, you mean legal document?
3 million pages. And this is just the second lot. So the original files came out, and I think all the people involved in it who thought they were
untouchable
just sort of went, oh, yeah, no, that wasn't me, me.
I think there's a whole group of people shitting themselves out there.
Yeah, they are now, because all the rest of it, 3 million pages have come out, and more and more and more and more seems to be coming out.
Now, I'm going to be sexist now. I have a complete problem with Epstein, but I have more of a problem with...
Ghislaine Maxwell.
As a woman, orchestrating that, I find that even more bizarre.
Yeah, because I think she, don't know her obviously, thankfully personally, ever.
How she hasn't been killed in prison yet.
Well, but this is the other thing. There's a whole, just blows your mind to think about it. So it's quite a horrible subject. If you don't understand certain aspects, we're not going to talk in details because just the whole thing is just horrible. Just makes you feel sick to the pit of your stomach.
Chop his cock off.
Ghislaine Maxwell, I think, again, most of these people who are involved or named so far are they're either in huge positions of power or previously been in huge positions of power. They're either extremely rich and think they're untouchable, so power, rich, or influential in some form in industry, business, whatever it is.
You're talking about me again, aren't you?
So power and rich, basically.
That's me. So I'm going to turn into some sort of run a sex ring and have a file.
Are you?
No.
Please don't.
They used to castrate and what's it called? Unicize?
Eunuch.
Yeah, but it's called anyway. They don't do that anymore. They just put them in prison and...
This is the problem. That's not the problem.
No.
The problem is these people who are now being named and think they are untouchable. Because they have so much wealth, they think they can just buy people off, or people are influenced by their wealth, so they'll just do whatever they say, which obviously has been the case up until now.
So I had an interesting fact from a client yesterday that in business meetings now, a lot of the large multinational European international businesses are not allowed to bring up Trump because they fear that whoever they're speaking to might be a pro-Trump, however much they dislike the man, because of the influence that they may have on the other businesses and stuff. So he's not brought up in business meetings now, or even socially at functions afterwards. The fear that would influence the decision of...
Bring him up how, what?
Within it going, oh God, you see what Trump's done now?
Okay.
And suddenly find out that they're pro-Trump and their
business still.
And their multi-international business is being part-funded by Trump's administration or whatever.
Oh, it's just...
So it's the same thing.
So sickening that...
But what's it called? Trafficking goes on all the time and prostitution.
Why are you pointing at my laptop?
Because you've written notes there about Marcus Horney.
I've got notes.
Mark is good looking.
No, none of those things on there. You're not on my list, thankfully, because this is all about Epstein.
I'm not on the naughty list.
You're not on that. That is not even a Santa's naughty list. That is like Satan's list. That's what that should be.
Satan's scroll. Good to see the alliteration there. God, I'm coming back now. I just needed a bit of daylight.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Talking about Trump not mentioning him, but then the whole Epstein. It's her I have more of an issue with.
Okay, yeah, back to Ghislaine Maxwell. But I think what I was about to say with all that interspersed knowledge that we've just given over is she, again, is influenced. Her father was...
Oh, I know nothing about her.
Well, Maxwell.
Oh, I do know something about her. I didn't know that.
So her father, obviously... very powerful, influential person,
Publisher,
getting up to whatever dealing with people, whatever. So she's been brought up in that like hardcore, hard-hitting world, and obviously always, probably as a girl, as a daughter, always being probably battered. I'm not giving her excuses. By the way.
Or one or the other. I imagine she rose to the top and became quite hard-arsed and.
Yeah, so she is in that mindset of being around powerful people, getting stuff done, getting rewarded, getting the sort of high, I suppose, from pleasing these powerful people, because she's been doing it her whole life for her father, possibly. Well, I'm not giving her an excuse at all. I just think that, to me, if I was a psychologist, that's what I'd be looking at and going, that is her reason.
The way up.
But she's also just a sick woman. There are women out there who are sick in the mind, doing awful things.
Insane in the membrane.
And there are a lot of men, unfortunately, who are sick. And I always look at these things and I think, oh my God, if that was your child, how would you feel as a parent? Aside from the girls that have been traumatised by these awful beings, you see your child being that awful being. That's what I would really...
But this is my argument, is that at some point, before they were rich and famous, they were going through education. And, you can all look back, I'm sure you can remember, there was a few bad uns in our school. And they either got ostracised or got bullied and beaten up. How come they weren't? Because you don't suddenly become a wrong un.
No, but I think these people have been brought up in rich, powerful families already. A lot of them. Not all of them. Or they've suddenly transported themselves into that world from a young age. So they've forgotten, what it's like to be a normal, moral human. But you imagine, there's guys that you were at school with and you've seen them like later on, I'm not saying they were involved in this, but that you see them and their personality, they don't change. They don't change. And look at half the politicians, they all like these little oiks who just think they have, because they feel they're protected, they feel that they're
I think that's
untouchable.
a sweeping statement. There might be one or two politicians out there that aren't like that.
Well, there are a lot of politicians who, in certain circles, went to certain schools where they feel that they are above everybody else.
Yeah, I do.
100%. They do think they are above everybody else, and they think that they can do what the hell they want.
If they do psychological profiling on them, it proves that they're, completely bonkers. Is he completely bonkers? Is there something wrong with him? Is there something medically wrong with these people?
There's something morally wrong, 100%. But how does that?
But why does he make that? Everyone knows right and wrong. There's a few grey areas perhaps, but actually bringing juveniles in and using them as escorts and prostitution or whatever is wrong. That's wrong. So there's something to make that decision the first time. You've got to wonder what's going on chemically in their head.
Yeah, but I think people, it's all...
Or is it a power thing?
I think it's two things. It's primarily about sex, isn't it? So that's whatever floats their boat. That's what floats their boat. And then it's that feeling of power, I think, dominating someone who is seen as, worshipping you. I just think, people are born wrong, maybe sometimes, in the head. I think they obviously have that,
but
something that's not.
I wonder
quite
if there were signs with people like that who, we're not talking about psychopathic killers, but we're talking about people that are wrong-uns where, is it nature versus nurture again? Is it like parental guidance wasn't there in the first place, like when they started showing few signs and you don't get slapped around the back of the head? I don't know.
Well, for most of the people involved in the Epstein files, it's all about a sexual predator sort of role. And, young people, young girls.
Yes. How old was the girl allegedly that went with Prince Andrew at the time?
17 at the time, they reckon. But, the fact that he...
Oh, it's not Prince Andrew. Whenever you say his name now, I don't know
Andrew
who they're talking
Windsor Mountbatten.
Oh,
that he has been... they've paid off. They paid that girl £12 million as a settlement clause.
Did they?
Yes. And then, unfortunately, she died by suicide last year or year before.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I don't like reading depressing stories,
I
don't
didn't want to bring all this stuff up. It's only because I've been reading about, because I was like, I'm fascinated, but I'm just like overwhelmed by the ridiculousness and the awfulness of it all.
You sometimes see films and you think, why did they come up with this storyline? And you realise, based on a true story, you're like, fucking hell.
I know.
Who's lived a life like that?
I know, it must be so stressful. But these guys just think, I mean, the names on the files that are coming out now are, obviously Jay-Z's had a bit of a,
Glow up.
No, he's had investigations. He's been under sort of scrutiny, is probably the word they'd use in the press, for weird behaviour, like with Beyonce, and controlling behaviour and all this sort of stuff. And obviously linked with, what's his name, Puff Daddy or P. Diddy or whatever your name is.
Bubbly.
Ring of his seedy world as well. And, Bill Clinton, another one. Obviously, former Prince Andrew. Trump, we know. Bill Gates, the other one.
I see they brought him up. Yeah, exactly.
Bill Gates reckons he got an STD. Or they're claiming that he got an STD and he tried to get his wife to take some medication because he thought she might have it as well.
Oh.
From him. I was like, that's nice. Just the fact that his island was coming, or his plane was called Lolita Airline or something. I mean, Lolita is the story of the 12-year-old girl.
So what the plane was called?
Island on plane, I can't remember. But Lolita
bit of a clue.
is on... I know, this is a thing. And then Elon Musk, obviously my favourite people are involved in this. Trump, Elon Musk. The only ones missing is Putin. I mean,
Yeah.
He's probably got his own world of
disgustingness
going on in his world. But Elon Musk was trying to claim that he... all of these people who are being named are claiming, yes, they knew him, but they stopped having any contact with him
once they knew.
Once he was convicted. There is multiple files coming out.
What happened before that?
Emails, all this stuff that says that they were in contact. Sarah Ferguson in contact. There's even awfulness coming out that's saying that. I can't talk about it anyway. What I was going to say was Trump, Elon Musk is saying, I didn't really want to have anything to do with him. He kept trying to invite me to his island and I didn't want it. All the emails show Elon Musk's side going, she would come out, I really want to party, I want to party hard. When's the wildest night on your island? And he was, at the time, bringing his current wife, whoever she was.
Who, Elon Musk?
Elon Musk. And Epstein's people were going back going, well, it may not be her thing.
Oh, I see.
And so he went, no, she's all cool. Elon Musk has 14 children.
Does he?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just... I just can't get my head around.
14
it's just
different women?
An absurd...
Is that 14 women?
No. I think...
So someone slept with him more than once?
Well,
Jesus.
Yeah. And, people are influenced by money and power, whatever. But the fact that it's... if someone wants to go in and be with that person because they're so influenced by their money and power... That's one thing, but when you're forced to do it, that's where... I mean, it crosses the line for me, whatever.
But do you remember Louis Theroux did that thing on Jimmy Savile? And it was his biggest regret that he realised he was a wrong 'un when he did it. And he didn't expose him more. And there must be people along the way. It's quite a scary thing to do because you're going to get yourself absolutely slated and shunned and ostracised, but going... this isn't right. This
But
isn't right.
who is going to bring them down? Because the Department of Justice.
Well, all you need is either a little bit of filming or a bit of narrative
Yeah, but
audio.
that's what amazes me. There's so many photos. So many photos, and that's what's coming out now.
But a photo
of not necessarily photos of them when they've claimed they're not.
Oh, there.
And they're on a plane and they're standing with their arms around. Or you've got loads of video footage because Trump is such a narcissist and like loves himself so much and his own voice that of him speaking, you know, and talking about his really good mate and you know chatting or like just leering at girls or his hand on someone's arse or you know all those sort of things.
It would take a very brave person to step in and kind of stop these people on the way up. And maybe there have been people that have just suddenly disappeared.
But yeah, but that's the thing. I mean, they're even saying, even Epstein, who, you know, thankfully is no longer here, they're saying it's almost like, you know, apparently he died of suicide. Because he was in a cell and there was lots of people, you know, who were in contact with him, whether, you know, writing a book or whatever it was to try and not clear it up, but just tell the truth and probably out,
well, that's why I'm
out
surprised,
quite a lot
that's
of people.
why I'm surprised she's still alive. That someone hasn't gone in and finished her off because she's got so many secrets.
Yeah.
So it could ruin a lot of people's lives, justifiably, if it's true. Damn right.
But Trump's saying he hasn't actually read the files personally.
Well, I'm not surprised.
His quote is, I didn't see the files personally, but was told by a very important... He sounds so childlike when he speaks. By very important people that not only does it absolve me, it does the opposite of what they thought they would happen, like the opposition or whatever.
You see that Melania film, the meme that's going around. If they won't show this on a plane because people still want to walk out. Apparently, it was just
43 million. So is it Jeff Bezos has funded it?
Yes, because it's coming out on Amazon Prime.
And so they're saying it'd be a lot easier, Jeff, just to pay the tax. Just pay tax. You've just lost 43 million, which is peanuts to him.
But apparently, it's just.
I mean, why? Who decided that was a good idea? Apart from.
Donald.
And then the other one is have you seen the one where they've put the speeches next to each other of Michelle Obama and Melania Trump?
Right.
She's basically saying identical words, just changing maybe a town where she grew up. It's the exact same speech that Michelle Obama gave like 10 years before.
Mm.
The exact same words. And she's just saying the speech. I know Obama, I saw a little video of him. I don't know how recent it was, but obviously fairly recently, of him speaking to, can you imagine? He said, have I done any of the things that's happening right now?
Mm.
You know, as a black man, as president, as he'd have been locked away for life.
Yeah.
But there is no one above the powers above because they're all going to be so scared. Like you're saying, in businesses, so scared. Someone has got to have the balls to stand up, like you said.
Well, what's his name? Carney, the Canadian Prime Minister, gave a brilliant speech at Davos, in French first, then in English, and talking about, you know, geographical boundaries are no longer that important to these superpowers, and the smaller countries like Canada and like Britain have to stand up and you know what it reminded me of Love Actually, where Hugh Grant's standing there with Billy Bob, and he goes, "No, we're not going to be bullied." I kind of thought, did you get that from Love Actually?
It's time.
So I mean, it completely increased his likability, I think, across the world.
I just hope that they do actually uncover all the things, and not one person. Like I think, you know, Andrew.
Do you think there'll be a scapegoat? He'll be the scapegoat.
He is the scapegoat because he's already been shunned by the royal family. He's been like hidden away.
He's not. I mean, if he goes to the States, he will be locked away. So he won't go to the States.
No, but meaning like he's already been outed of the royal family or sidetracked and just like go away.
I mean, the next thing,
he's
still receiving funding, isn't he, from the royal family? So.
Yeah, I mean, he was out horse riding, probably with a bodyguard or someone the other day.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, you know, but I mean, they should all be locked up. They should all be locked up. Throw away the key, that's what I say.
Cut the willies off.
Exactly.
Cut the willies off. So if I was a politician, I'd have some different rules. Someone who swears a lot, tongue's gone.
Oh no, but I swear a lot.
Tongue's gone.
You swear a lot.
I do not.
Yes, you
Tongue's on.
do.
Thieves, they cut their hands off still in certain countries. Maybe a bit extreme. If you're just taking a 1 penny chew from the corner shop.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah. I was quick. So I could always
I don't think I've ever stolen anything.
go in, grab
Intentionally.
shrimps, those shrimps, handful of shrimps.
I think once in Sainsbury's I managed to come out with eggs, but I didn't realise I hadn't put them on the till.
Suzie.
I
bet you there's a Cox file.
There's probably a CCTV of it. There's
Yes.
the seat, the seat for the child seat in your trolley. I tend to put the eggs up there so they don't get squashed.
Suzie.
And I think I was so busy doing the shopping.
Oh my God.
We've probably spent about £1 million pounds in
Yeah,
Sainsbury's
but
anyway.
this is a downward slope. You'll be stealing knickers next and all sorts of things. And
Probably not, actually.
Colanders.
Colanders? Do you even know what a colander is?
Isn't that a sieve?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, for vegetables.
That's. I've never got into kleptomania, I've got to say. Penny chews from the corner shop when I was 10 or whatever. No. Some people get a real kick from it, don't they?
Yeah, and did lots of celebrities started doing, didn't they? Because that was almost like a cry for help, I think. They just get so, like, bored of people.
Yeah.
Just their lives being so, I suppose, controlled from...
What's the worst thing you've done? What's the most illegal thing you've done?
Marry you?
Yeah. Speeding.
Oh, no, that's legal.
That's not really... That doesn't really count.
I don't know, nothing. I'm very, very well behaved.
You are, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Penny chews. Don't think there's any... Oh, I shot that bloke, but that doesn't count.
With an air rifle, can we just bring that back?
I do want to get another air rifle. I'm thinking about it when I get some funds. Just not to shoot people.
Please don't.
This isn't the Roberts file. It's to shoot bloody parakeets that are getting into our...
Parakeets
They're getting into the building where the Guinness as well.
Of the world. They think they own the bloody world.
Well, you know why? Because they haven't got any predators.
Exactly, and that's what Trump and all these...
What, they need someone above them? God.
Just get the bloody Marines and SAS to go in and
But they control all the...
Don't care, they need to go rogue.
He's Commander-in-Chief.
We need to go rogue. We need a rogue set of people to come in, extract them.
They make gym equipment, so get them to run the world.
Extract all the naughty people on the naughtiest list in the world.
If you could choose...
Santa, come on. Father Christmas.
Who would you choose
He
as
is
leader
above
of the
all
world?
of these
Who's
people.
your nicest celebrity you think that comes across as a really nice human being? Or businessman or whatever? Who would you go for? You know, if I mean, Bill Gates is slightly tarnished now with this, but, he was a huge philanthropist, and he would have been up there before you know what's going on behind closed doors.
That's what I would do.
Well, look at what's her name.
She's one out of
All right.
however many disgusting men.
Toya
Toya Wilcox, yes.
Yeah. Sam Fox.
Mm.
Okay.
No.
Who's the nicest human being that could run the world? Can you imagine? We could get Joe Marler
Michelle
for
Obama.
a bit.
Put her in.
Actually, very good point.
Put bloody Michelle Obama back in. Get her in. Get just any woman in to sort
Did
that
what's
shit
her name?
out.
Did that what's her name have kids?
Ghislaine,
Ghislaine.
that's no. I don't think she has.
So I do think there's a dramatic change if a female has had children becomes a mother. I'd like to know how many wrong-uns there are that are mothers.
There's still a few wrong-uns out there who pimp out their daughters for whatever gratification for themselves. Not physically, but just... I mean, you look back. Back in the day, Rolling Stones, Mandy Smith.
Yeah, how old was she? 14?
She was 13, 14. Her mum was going with her and taking her to nightclubs and things as a 13, 14-year-old girl who looked about 17, 18. No, not Ronnie. Him, Wyman, Bill Wyman.
Oh yeah. What were the vigilantes called that used to go around on the tubes and the trains here? Originally American.
Something Angels.
Guardian Angels.
Guardian Angels.
Yeah, bring them back.
Three Musketeers. That's what you need.
It's only because you fancied what's his name? What's his name? Who's the Spanish one? The original Three not the original.
D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan. He was a mouse, wasn't he? Who was he? D'Artagnan.
Dog. D'Artagnan was a dog. Come in the cartoon.
Oh. So Joe Marler, he could run the world for a little bit. Be a lot of paddle
he'd
courts.
Get very upset by it all. He would be able to cope.
Who would we get to run the world? Come on, who's do you think? Well, you'd have bloody Brad Pitt just so you can look at him more.
I don't think he's very good at running the world, though.
Yeah, but you're good to look at.
Yeah, but we don't need to look at them. I just seem to sort the
what
shit
about,
out. Don't bloody men, you're just
What about Keira Knightley? She's very pretty.
She's just like, oh, pretty. It looks so pretty.
All right, so a female. Michelle Obama is a very good call, actually.
Put her in. She will
sort
You
it
know,
all
you
out.
used to think that Oprah had it all going on, but no, she's
No, you're not happy with Oprah?
not happy with her.
Why?
Because she's, I don't know, there's just something,
Oh,
yeah.
crikey. Okay,
Something...
Michelle Obama, Sam Fox.
No need for Sam Fox.
Okay.
I think, what's Bill Gates' ex-wife called?
Mrs. Gates.
Put someone like her in. She knows that world, and she got out, and is literally giving away all her money.
Yes.
Someone who does good in the world rather than just doing it just to line their pockets. That's what I say.
Nice. I just find it weird when... So I was chatting to the road cleaner when I was walking the dogs. Mm-hmm. Lovely guy. And he goes, I've saved up whatever day off and it's my birthday. And I'm going to this lovely Korean buffet in New Malden.
Yep.
Properly excited.
K-Town.
And I was just like, you don't...
Celebrate the little things.
Yes, exactly.
To him, that's a big thing. That's exciting. That's a big thing.
Yeah. And he was generous and just a very nice human being. Just standing there in the pissing rain, clearing up leaves and
These
rubbish that people have left.
So like up. Well, who was that guy that your client went to his island or had to go to his island? They all had to like not speak and not.
Oh no, that was the what's his name, founder of that game.
Thing.
Yeah, they went on an icebreaker around the little. Arctic. Yeah. Anyway, I can't. Yeah. There was lots of non-disclosure.
But that's what I mean. It's like when your whole world has to be that.
And you have to ask permission to go and speak to them.
I mean, that is
I get that.
full on.
A lot of people like
wanky behaviour in my book.
I'm like that. I get people to come up and ask permission before they speak to me.
But you were saying, we're not going to name the person, but locally, the person came and did some filming in a pub, and they sat on their own. They didn't interact with the crew. They didn't do anything. Who comes across externally as a very nice human.
I mean, to be fair, he could be having a shit day. You don't know what's going on. That could be a rarity.
But it doesn't matter if you're in.
P's and Q's.
Just be nice to me. Just say hello, smile. You don't have to have a full-blown conversation. Just make eye contact. Say hello. Engage. Acknowledge that other people around you exist.
So
in a very.
I told you about the bank that used to be upstairs and the old CEO.
Yes.
Who was such a lovely human being.
Upstairs in London in an office, not in our house.
Here. And he used to ask all his staff, when he was doing interviewing for directors and stuff, relatively high up, people coming into the bank, he would ask all the staff to keep an eye out and he'd tell them when they were coming in and to give them feedback on things like, as they come up to the reception desk, are they polite to people that are what they might see as below them?
Yes.
All of that little shit. It's like when people don't hold the door. I would never employ them. Fuck off. Go away.
Well, I think it's almost like secret shopper stuff, isn't it? Where you put people in. So I've seen, TV stuff, but it's a similar thing of like a job interview where they put someone in sitting in a hotel lobby or whatever, like exactly like that.
Yeah.
Just they're both there for the job and they see you as not worthy of the job, and so they start blabbing off about themselves or whatever. And that person is the person they're about to go and be interviewed by, or their associate, whatever. Yeah. So you get when people's guards are down and when they're not on show and they're not pretending to be something they're not. I think I'm quite good though at sussing people.
At secret shopping.
Just sussing
good
people.
Judge of character.
I can see little mannerisms and little things in people that they don't know.
They don't know themselves.
They don't know they're doing.
Oh, they don't know they're doing. Right. Well, we saw that brilliant film, didn't we?
Brilliant film.
You made us watch it and it was awesome.
So if you haven't watched it,
I Swear.
It's called I Swear. It's about John Davidson.
Nice tits.
Thanks. He says far worse than that.
Yeah.
It's based on a true story, or is all on a true story about John Davidson, who is from Scotland, who
Galashiels.
A young boy growing up and then suddenly developed Tourette's.
1983. So it was brilliant.
It's a really deep,
emotional, and a happy ending,
but funny.
But what I love is it's 83.
Drama.
So when we were growing up, and the cars.
Oh yeah, all the sort
of deco,
and music,
and the casting was very good. He was outstanding playing someone with Tourette's. But as you said, they brought in people, actually younger kids with Tourette's later on. And you forget how little was known about lots of things in the 80s.
Because we were saying in the 80s, you were saying, I don't know how, I was like, well, the only way people would find stuff out, we know lots of stuff now. Either it's on a screen, it's on social media, it's on the internet, it's on TV. And TV, you can tap in and pick up news whenever you want it. Whereas in our day, in the 80s,
Teletext.
it was either, news came out on teletext or actual news programmes that were on at certain times of the day, and you just caught if you were watching it, if you're allowed to watch it, because it was always quite traumatic. And then, or you looked facts up or stuff in your Britannica encyclopedias.
Yeah.
Or the library, or at school, if you were taught, or you got like a video day at school where they put the video on and you like sat and watched a video about
STDs.
Something. So that's why people didn't know. People had no idea, and so I would highly recommend that. That's how.
It's a good family watch as well, actually.
It's quite an empowering film of like overcoming, and just his attitude to it all was incredible. Yeah. His outlook, to it all was amazing.
I couldn't imagine. You just anything, can't hold a job down, can't relationship.
Well, just the fact how he was as a child, he
was a good sportsman.
Confident child, sporty, polite, all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Good social skills, as we would say.
Good social skills.
And then to have that flipped so extremely.
Yeah.
But yes, definitely go and give it a little watch if you want to.
That's very good.
Let's hope someone at the powers that be sort out.
Well, someone's got to read 3 million pages first.
I can't even. That's a lot of people involved. I hope aren't being paid off.
Well, I think the problem is people involved that can pay people off.
There's going to be Department of Justice are going to find someone other than hopefully the former Prince Andrew as the only scapegoat. Take them down. Take them all down, I say.
What you want to make sure is it doesn't happen again. There's not some other nutter going out. Well, I'm sure,
But this is what could amaze me. That it's just their arrogance and their, the fact there's so many photos of them in these environments. Not necessarily doing anything specifically awful. But, they've got photos of Epstein's house and his flat now. And there's like a dentist chair. And there's a whole... Yeah, I mean,
but I remember that gig I had in...
But it could be completely like, he just had a dentist, his mate is a dentist. You don't... I'm saying no.
Why the fuck would you have a dentist chair? Oh, my mate's a dentist.
But then they're all talking about the decor in his house and, look, it's a black marble. I'm like, yeah, it was the flipping...
Yes, you could say anything. You go around ours, we've got leopard print in our toilet.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, who cares what colour his marble is in his bathroom? No one cares about that. All we care about is what happened in that room, not...
But money and power, like when I had that gig in Ibiza, I'm not saying any of the girls were underage, but it was unbelievable. The sugar daddies were worried that their young, beautiful girl on their arm would go off with a more wealthy sugar daddy, and the young, beautiful girl on their arm was worried that their sugar daddy would find it. Yeah, it was. None of them were underage. Insane. I'm not saying they were, but it was just like it really opened my eyes up to this. Really, everyone was so fucking insecure.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. Everyone was walking around worried. All the girls were absolutely paranoid about putting pound on, or what they looked like in their outfit, or their new dress, or the jewellery, and how they danced. And it was like so much pouting. I was like, oh my God, you must be exhausted.
And this was like 15 years ago, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. 12 years ago.
Yeah, it was, and so that happens at all of these she clubs and.
But that's when people aren't living in the real world. Just have real friends.
It's real world for them.
Yeah, but real friends, not fake friends.
Fake friends.
It's a fake world.
So is that your lesson today?
Find real friends.
How can you tell a real friend? Do you have to come round and look them in the eye and see what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not the what's the?
I'm going to set up an agency.
What's the testing called?
Find real friends.
When they test if you're lying.
Thingy graph.
That one. Thingy graph. So you can
I don't need that.
Suzie graph.
I don't need that. Yeah.
Suzie site. Okay. Find real friends.
Suzie says.
Are there any clues you can give to people out there to find a real friend?
Well, do those tests. Like the test for me is also when you introduce certain real friends to other people in your world, how they engage with your other friends or other people that are important to you.
Jesus.
That's the thing.
And how
do people speak to your
Hi, I'm Susie's friend, don't talk to her, she's mine.
No, meaning like, do they think that they're better than them, or do they engage people in
see.
your work or your people who are important to you already?
Yes.
And you introduce those new people into your life.
Oh, crikey.
That's the lesson for today.
Right. Find real friends.
Real friends, not fake friends.
Okay.
Don't be an idiot. I was going to say something rude then, I didn't.
No, you don't swear.
I was going to say, don't be like...
No, don't. No.
I'm surprised,
Oh.
someone, and should have done, Trumpton.
Mm.
Because Trumpton was a cartoon, like, animation thing when we were little.
Yes.
And to
Redo it.
do like a spitting
Well,
image.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the litigation now would be
Trumpton.
nice.
Okay.
All right.
Find a real friend.
Everyone go out, find a real friend and bring them back next week. And we'll test them.
Yeah.
Find your real friend. Ring them.
Don't have fake friends. Fake friends
Will they
will
sit
not
next
be
to
there
you
for
after you farted? Is that a test?
Call them at 3 a.m. and do that Jeremy Remner, what's his name? When he says,
You just
I
said
need
it.
your... I know, but I can't remember the other guy, the main guy.
Oh, I need your help.
I need your help. Can't tell you what it is. Can't tell anybody about it. And they say, what car are we taking? That's your real friend.
Okay. What if they don't have a car?
We may hurt people. That's the other thing.
Oh, well, that's not maybe so good.
Let's not encourage that.
No.
But
Okay.
like, you know.
Real friends.
I need your help. Bye!